take a look at Champ Select going into the final game of the evening. The LG, we got Team Man versus Team Whammon plus one boy. We've got Team Men. We've got Elise, Morgana, Zaya, Nico, Vayne. Team Whammon plus one man. Lux, Kate, Annie, Set, Nunu. If I'm looking at just off a Champ Select alone, I got to be honest, it's unfortunate, and we're keeping the bias to a minimum. I think I'm going Team Man's going to win this. Now, who do I want to win? I want to see Team Whammon win this game. I want to see Team Whammon pop off and absolutely dominate across the board. But I think Jared's Elise is excellent. I think Vayne going against Set in the top lane is even more excellent. I think the movement that Vayne has, I think that Johnston's Vayne is good in general. But I think the movement there is pretty pog. Now, I will say this. The blow-up ability coming out of Team Whammon is through the roof. Annie, Lux, Set. I think that they have the ability to get in there and really show what domination truly is. But I think we're going to see this come down to who jungles better than the other. Thoughts?
Based on these teams, it looks like, have you ever had those games where it just feels like your team's always just running away from the other team, like running at you, and you're just like, oh god, and having to kite them back every time?
Yes.
That's what looks like is going to happen in this game for the women attacking the men. All their champs are just like all squishy ranged champs. Like every single one of the man's champs, like none of them can engage. So it looks like they're just going to be trying to like get a catch off Morgana, Kia, a catch off Nico, and then like trying to blow them up from there. But for the most part, they just have so much range damage and no front line. While it looks like Team Whammon is way more balanced. They have a front line and Set and Nunu. They have burst and Annie. They have range and Kate and Lux. They have Pet and Adina on Lux. So yeah, I'm thinking Team Whammon have a really good matchup here. Just one Lux Q on any of these targets, and that's gonna instantly make it a 4v5.
I agree, and I do think that we're gonna see Morgana's spell shield is gonna have to come into play very, very early on. She's gonna have to be extremely clutch with that black shield, especially in these team fights. We've got Eric's roommate in the middle. Now, it looks like we may have ourselves a little invade, and it's going to be spotted out early by that ward. Dina's going to step up and do a little bit of damage early. Nunu is there. We've got Shakna on the Nunu. This is definitely an off roll for Jazztastic. Jazzy is not meant, not one to play jungle and not one to play it often. But I will say, jungle is one of her stronger, or Nunu is one of her stronger junglers. And when I say stronger junglers, I mean it's either Nunu or a Mumu. And a Mumu was banned out. So, got a big fight ahead of us here this evening, Eric. Big fight.
I think this was the correct play for Team Whammon, though, if I'm honest. I think Adina on Lux is an S-tier pick, an S-tier player, and she can make some game-changing potential ults here. And then if she went to jungle, it'd be like D tier. Jessica, same thing. If she was in that support Sona, maybe like A tier. Drop her back down to D tier if she goes jungle. So either way, you're getting a D tier jungler. You might as well get the most out of your support and send your master tier player down there.
And you have to wonder if that was calmed already early on, especially in Champ Select, of, hey, listen, I'm probably going to feed going against Jared, who mains jungle and plays a really good Elise in the jungle. If they just said, hey, look, we're going to take the L on the jungle side, but we're going to pop off in lane.
Yeah, they really, what we need to see from Team Whammon here is they really need to get a big lead in bot. That's going to be their best way going forward. It's already not looking good for Dina.
Already not looking good. Although, good amount of damage being done early on. Caitlyn missing that Q.
Huh? Yeah, this is the big mismatch here.
Level 2 popping off, though. A massive root onto Morgana. Big first blood going on to Lux. Unfortunately, the trap missed. I don't know how that trap missed. It looked like it was going to land for the Caitlyn, but just slightly off to the left. Unfortunate, but Vayne and Set duking out here in the top lane. We've got a big wave pushing bot side while Morgana's working her way back Look at this jungle pathing so far. Jess went blue to wolves and now is working towards red. Makes you wonder, is she already knowing that she's going to be behind and wants to continue through?
Look at Jared. Jared is the real pathing here.
A very long gank here all the way around through try. They have no idea. The Q is going to land, but Jared's stun is going to miss. Rooted and a ton of damage being done. Will Lux survive? No. Dina's going to go down. Huge Q and a big kill onto Janelle in that bottom lane. But a double kill goes over to Jared.
Excellent pathing by Jared, if I'm being honest. He sacrifices his top. I bet he doesn't even lose his top side. Because, Jessica has to be. She couldn't even fight the red buff properly.
Oh, no. Not good to start things off, Eric. Not good to start
she really messed up. If you would take a look at Jessica's skills, she did not level her most important skill.
I don't know how to look at skills.
Just click on the champion, like the head. Like, click on Nunu's the champion. Like on the right. Yeah, and then like so
I see that.
Yeah, didn't even go Q. So that's why she's struggling so hard in jungle right now. It's really showing her experience in jungle. But
again, we talked about that early. D-tiered. It's going to be they must have gone into this game going, hey, we're gonna lose the jungle, but we're gonna put a lot of faith in popping off in our lanes.
They really needed Dina and Janelle to pop off this game.
Happy New Year's. This Annie player is a total bot. Grace, settle down. Happy New Year's, gal.
Why? Who is that, Sparring?
No, Sparring's on Annie, yes.
Why do they have to tag Sparring like that? He's handsome.
Because Josh is a troll, that's why. Big damage. Spell immune. Q is going to land. A lot of damage being done. And rooted. Big trap, but Lux is finding the kill yet again. They're waiting on her Q. It's going to hit. Another massive play in the bottom lane. Kill to Lux, kill to Kate. Huge. Both.
This is as expected. The bot lane is popping off, but Jared is also popping off. He's taking advantage of Jessica's her
lack of skill in the jungle. Would one say?
Peach is trying to figure out when we're leaving.
Oh man. Tell her after this game.
Okay.
Tell her at least 35 more minutes. I got a feeling this is going to be game of the night.
Yeah, this is coming up to be a really good game so far. This matchup in mid is looking pretty good. And once Annie gets old, that's a hard... Like, based on the way both new players are playing mid, when they're just standing around hitting each other, Tibbers involved in that is going to be a really big deal. He's just going to be autoing, too.
And we have witnessed Sprangus play Annie in the mid lane. And even though he manages to have no idea what's going on with Annie, his ults are good. But if he keeps stepping up like that, it's going to be a real problem.
Eric's roommate really popping off on the Nico again. It looks like he's really comfortable on the champ.
Very true. Stepping up around and playing in that bush is Lux. Lux is doing a massive amount of damage, forcing the ghost, but rooted and tons of damage being done. Say goodbye to Morgana. That 4 shot's going to land as well. Elise is nearby. The comms have to be had. Ghosting and flashing in the top lane is Vayne, but stepping up still once more, deciding, fuck it, I'm going to go in. Set may find himself in a tough place, but is going to be able to back at the current moment in time, and Lux is going to be as well. We've got Vision on the dragon down there, and Set is going to have a tough time dealing with this Vayne, I think.
And we really need Vayne to pop off this game. In the same way that we're expecting this bot lane to win, we're not expecting much from Jessica. I'm expecting her to just farm, get some CS here and there, and then maybe get 1 or 2 ganks off during laning phase. And then hopefully just be a big tank and a wall for the enemy team to have to fight through. But top lane is we're gonna need to see Vayne pop off here. That's gonna be one of the main damage dealers on this team.
Sprangus is just wearing the CC here. The Tibbers is going to come out, but it's not going to be enough. Flashing into ultimate is Nico. Nico is absolutely dominating. Lux is popping off, not missing a singular Q, I swear to it. Too much damage is being done. Will another Q be able to land? It will indeed. Caitlyn's going to find a kill onto Morgana. From the backside is Jared. Jared finds a kill onto Jazzy. And Jared actually wants more here. No, he's going to back off. Clearing a little bit of vision
jungles,
here.
Actually.
What's that?
Back. Who do we even have? I'm trying to think of who even jungles in these games. It's just Jared.
On Team Whammon, no one.
In general, a community game night, like who even jungles?
No one.
Yeah, actually, how have these games been going well? I don't think anyone jungles.
Oh, man. Stepping up. Oh, no. The ward will come out. Unstoppable. Big ultimate. Will he be able to find a kill? Oh, my. Set almost was able to turn that one around.
Yeah, and she has the whip, the iron spike whip. She would have just activated it. She kills.
Oh, no. Nunu is nearby. You're just going to bail out on this ultimate. And he has got to find a way to dodge the CC coming out of Nico, because right now he's a magnet for it. He couldn't pay to not get hit by that right now. One thing about Jessica in the jungle is she prioritizes objectives. She will prioritize Rift. She will prioritize dragons very early on and call it out often. Hey, I want to make this happen. And generally speaking, she'll make it happen too.
And Jared does good himself. He trades the dragon for a herald. And Jessica's coming through mid for a gank and just a quick drive-by.
First CC I've seen dodged by Annie.
Excellent. But as I always say in these community game nights, if you're going to be new with the game, always pick a champ that just has a very impactful ult. And Annie is one of those champs. An AoE stun, it's hard to outplay that.
Very true. Johnson's going to do a real good job at poking and rolling away. Take a look at the CS differential. Really not much there in the top lane, surprisingly, even though up a kill. Jazzy is there. She is going to land one. The ghost is going to come out. Oh, no, my goodness. But Jared says, fuck it, I want back in. Flashing away goes Nunu. Eing, Set. Set is taking too much damage and chasing to his heart's content. Finds the kill, though. Down goes Nunu. Down goes Set. A double kill onto Elise. Say goodbye to Annie. Say goodbye to Morgana. There is blood being shed all across the rift right now, Eric.
Oh, I don't like that old. And it looks like the big mismatch we have here is it looks like for Team Man we have the jungler and the top lane are popping off and mid, while Team Whammon has the bot lane that they're trying to heavily rely on. And it looks like the coin flip lane here, because we had 2 and 2, top and mid versus bot. The big difference here was going to be in mid lane, and it looked like they were an even matchup. They faced each other every game tonight between Eric's roommate and Sparrin, and it looks like Eric's roommate's finally gotten comfortable in the chat. He's reading Sparrin down to a T, hitting every ability, and Sparrin is not adjusting.
I do definitely agree with that. Let's take a look at the gold differential right now across the board. Actually, relatively close. Relatively close.
The big differences are as expected. Bot lane with a lot of money.
Yep.
And then jungler, mid, and top for the other team.
Yep. I think you're going to see a massive, not that we already don't know this, but we're going to see a massive reliance on that Lux Q. Lux is going to have to find somebody, and Annie's going to have to be there to follow it up hot and heavy.
And luckily for Adina, there's a lot of targets to hit with Q. She can catch nearly anyone on their team. If she hits a Q, they're going to die.
Speaking of hidden Qs, say goodbye to both Annie and Zaya. Vayne getting ganked. The ult is going to land from Nunu. Ultimate from Set is also going to find his way into the party.
Good gank by Jessica on a champion she doesn't play and a role she doesn't play. She's actually doing pretty well.
Oh, boy. Jessica recognizing that Jared's there early and decides, fuck it, I'm out of there. Just farm a little bit, pick up a few extra coin here.
I'm really glad to see Jessica go full tank this game. It's if you want to be impactful on nearly any champion, just go full tank and be a wall to protect your good players.
Let's see Jessica here. Jessica
Ooh,
finds one out. The Q is going to land. The ultimate from Kate is nearby, but Eric's roommate is dominating with an ultimate, and he's going to be caught out here. Q is not going to land from Lux, but the ultimate is Q from Morgana lands on Caitlyn. The puddle is there. Scuttle is secured by blue team. Clearing a little bit of vision behind. Blue team may get set up for this dragon after Morgana gets it back in. More vision being placed.
This game is definitely living up to the hype. I'm really liking this game so far. The dynamics of this game is who's going to get the shutdown. If you see on Team Man, Jared has a 650 bounty. And then also, unfortunately, Eric's roommate, who is also a new player, that $600 bounty is going to be pretty easy to collect.
Yep, it's just going to be a matter of who gets caught where.
Mm-hmm.
Not much HP left onto this tower. Ult is going to find Kaisa. Excuse me, Zaya.
Oh, God, don't let people know.
Oh,
It's a big
no.
shutdown.
Janelle is stuck between a rock and a hard place. The Q from Lux is going to miss. Same thing with the Q from Morgana. Flashing in goes Zaya. Zaya stepping up aggressively. It's turning into a 4v1 situation. A ton of damage being had. Nunu is here, hopefully just to ward them off from continuing this dive. That's got to be a free dragon going over to Team Man. Oh, no, Jessica. Oh, no, Jessica. It's not looking good for Team Lemons.
It may seem terrible. I really don't think it's that bad. I think they have good players in Jessica Janelle, or not Jessica Janelle, Adina and Janelle, and Luna Blackmoon is on her main champ as well, and she's also doing well.
She is.
And then they just need one shutdown, and that'll even the gold here pretty quick.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Eric's roommate popping off there in the middle lane. He's finding a way to make these ults work.
Okay, Johnson has pretty good spacing. A little disappointing, though. You expect to see Vayne being a lane bully and making it hard for her lane opponent to CS, but Luna Blackmoon is keeping up pretty handedly in the CS.
Oh, no. Speaking of which, ultimate from Jazzy was pretty big, but it's not going to be enough. A double kill on Devane. Talking about being a lane bully. Unfortunately, takes the lane bullying to the Rift Pit. Picks up a double.
Oh, no, wait. I'll just act like a ward.
Rift
Lucky
Herald's going to
for
be
Team
dropped in the
Wayman.
top lane.
That the turret bounties are down, so they don't lose too much off of that rift. Yeah, we really need to see more out of Janelle and Adina here.
Big time. They are going to be the main carries. Oh, Jessica may have
Jessica's
found
just
herself
in-
between a rock and a hard place, but she's going to be able to get out of there for right now. Look at your mini map here. We've got a TP coming in from Nico to the top lane. They can sense a 5-man gank happening. Meanwhile, Kaisa, excuse me, is going to be free. No, Zaya, my God, is going to be free to farm in the bottom lane. I love just hearing fireworks in the background. It makes me so happy.
Yeah, even now the lead is not that big. It's a 3,000 gold lead, which equates to oh no. Eric's roommate just really popping off this game.
Oh my goodness! And by
That
the
is
way,
a new player. He's played about 7 games.
and by the way, they're
9-0.
question marking the Caitlyn there. They're saying, "What
That-
are you
that-
doing?" Oh my goodness! Oh my!
Ooh.
Oh my! Dina with the comeback and the ultimate from
I
Annie.
didn't want them to have the dragon.
Nico is going to continue. Eric's roommate is legendary. Oh no!
no,
Down
they
goes
were dead.
Jazzy. The only one that's left is now Adina. The Q is going to land. Flashing. Going in. Trying her hardest, but it's not going to be enough.
Yeah, Janelle getting caught there was exactly what Team Women did not need in that fight.
Not
She
looking
is
good,
one
Eric.
of the two main damage dealers on the team. The Team Women is mostly built around supporting this bot lane, and Janelle just throwing her entire lead like that, we cannot see that. Annie is not expected to do much damage. She's going to be a CC bot. Jessica forfeited her main role so that bot lane could be their
pop
star
off.
performers, and they're just not showing up.
Could pop off, and that is the thing. You have to wonder, did they have the conversation in champs like, hey, listen, I'm going to forfeit my role. I am going to lose my lane in hopes that you guys absolutely dominate and hard carry the game. And unfortunately, it's not looking like that. Take a look at this here. I mean, look at the scoreboard right now. Eric's roommate is 11-0. Jared is 8-0. But look at their bottom lane. Kaisa, Zaya, 0-3. Morgana, 0-7. A gank is being had here. Say goodbye to Morgana. They're doing what they can down here. It just makes you wonder if it's enough.
You know what? I think Team Whammon really needed that kill. Get something going. They haven't had anything going for them for a while now.
142 CS on Caitlyn, 102 on Zaya. Big time differential there. Look at the 0-8 Morgana. They're just gonna have to learn. They're just gonna have to start to play around them. But you look at that, and then you counteract the 0-8 mid lane, the 0-8, a 0-6 jungler.
You're gonna fight this?
That's a little tough.
But what's good news is, for Team Whammon, is that Jared is on a champion that falls off pretty hard. Elise is known as one of the most aggressive early game junglers, but will fall off in the late game. And then, Dina fishing for a Q.
Oh my goodness, and that is a lot of damage, my God. A huge pick prior to Dragon popping off here. An absolutely massive pick. Set is working his way down. Zaya is doing the same. They have plenty of wards to cover themselves. They're going to pull this Dragon out.
Jessica also has one of the best champs for stealing objectives in the game. She has Q with Smite, and it deals nearly 2,000 damage.
Stepping in is Nico. Nico may have found herself between a rock and a hard place. Down she goes. Vayne is doing a good bit of damage from this backside. It makes you wonder, are they going to stay back? Lux is going to have to find a Q of a lifetime right here. Lux is going to have to find a Q of a lifetime here, and huge damage from that E right now, right off the rip. The Q is going to land. Zonia's comes out from Elise. Q is going to miss from Morgana. Zaya stepping up. The ultimate from Jessica is going to be whipped. Down goes Jessica. Set stepping up and finding a kill onto Vayne. Elise finding a kill onto Set. Will this be a free Drake now for Team Men? Caitlyn doing a ton of damage. A absolutely metric fuck ton of damage. She might have gotten too aggressive, and she did. Entirely too aggressive there. Wanted to find a kill on that Zaya.
So even though they did lose the fight, they did get two really big shutdowns.
Oh, Eric's roommate. What are we doing?
Shutdown.
What are we doing? The question of all of 2023 for every solo queue player out there is, what in the fuck are we doing?
That's what I was saying earlier, is that even though he did have a really big bounty, he is a newer player, so the chances of him giving up that bounty are extremely high. And he had two bounties. He died, had a 700 gold bounty he gave up, came back, died again, gave up another bounty. So just in those two deaths, he gave up nearly 2,000 gold.
That's a lot of gold, Eric. Especially in a game this tight. Ultimate.
They've already cut the lead.
Wow, look at the damage that Kate is outputting. If they start to recognize right now that, hey, we have to have good spacing, our Caitlyn has to survive, we have to make these plays happen, I think we'll see a big-time turnaround. Nunu's got to be able to get in there. Caitlyn has to use that range to her ability. Big time
There's a
damage
lot of
being done.
pressure.
Ultimate from Vayne pops off.
Oh.
Annie dives in. The Tibbers is going to go. The ultimate from Lux is going to miss. Same thing with Nico. Vayne's going to be CC'd. Down goes Annie. Down goes Morgana. Xayah is stepping up into the middle of no man's land. Q's going to miss from Caitlyn. The E from Lux is going to hit and do a big chunk of damage. Meanwhile, Set is shoving that top side and backing.
I think there's a lot of pressure on Janelle to get some damage out in these fights. And she really just is not doing much damage at all, unfortunately. She's getting pressured out by Xayah. She has a whole IE on Xayah, and she's getting pressured out by Xayah.
But red buff going over to Kate right now. I think if Janelle continues to figure out her spacing and figure out her range, we're gonna see a different game start to play out here.
Jared's a good player, so he's protecting that bounty he has pretty well.
Look at this vision that Team Whammon is getting and clearing.
Team Whammon's doing a very good job lowering the gold deficit down to 2,500 gold, a little under 2,500, and they still have bounties on turrets and stuff, turrets and objectives. So it looks like they're about to collect one right here as well. So they're catching up pretty quickly in gold.
Will they be able to? Lux is nearby. Rooted goes Jazzy. Jazz has got to get out of there right now. We may see unfortunate catch right there. Unfortunate play for Jazztastic. Set is becoming very strong. Let's look at that CS. 147 on Set. Clearing the wave is Lux.
Once Lux hits level 16, her ult cooldown drops to about 15 seconds, which turns into basically a second ability.
Oh my goodness, and look at this massive amount of damage from Lux right now. And the ult and death. Morgana down to Caitlyn. Vayne taking top tower. And the Baron stopped.
Yeah, even though the score is 29-19, the gold deficit is only 2,500 gold still.
Fantastic. Smiting a little early. Getting prepped up for this dragon that is coming up in T-minus 42 seconds.
This game
really using her second smite for 42 seconds.
Definitely not a good play by Jessica. But she does have Q still. She has one of the strongest Qs in the game for securing Dragon. Ooh.
Oh
Tina's
my goodness. Dina missing the ult. It could cost him. Dina's having to flash away, but finds a Q. Vayne picks up a kill on Annie. Not good. Different fight if that ultimate from Lux lands. Oh, but say goodbye to Morgana. They may be able to turn this around. Lux taking a massive amount of damage, but the fight is continuing. Zonia's from Nico. Coming out the ultimate from Jazztastic. Does pop. Down goes Nico. Down goes Dudu. Down goes Vayne. They're stepping up. Will they be able to find... What? Oh my god. I don't even know how he just killed her.
Yeah, I actually didn't see
Was
either.
that his spider?
Was it a spider I didn't see?
It must have been.
It looked like she had like 400 health. And then just all of a sudden died. It looks like Jared's just giving up on this dragon.
And opting to shove top lane. Annie's there, but is going towards dragon?
Adina does have blue buff, and her ult is back up to help secure this. Luna Blackmoon had an excellent ult that fight. But Jared's still playing well, still securing his bounty, not letting that go over.
TP coming in now. Do they see it? Nico is there. Secured the dragon. Jazzy going in and missing her massive fucking snowball. But Xayah goes down. So does Annie. Jazztastic doing a good job of dodging Morgana's Q. And dragon secured. And that's going to be dragon number 2 for Team Whammon.
I'm really liking how these team fights are playing out. Everyone's doing their role correctly. Jessica's engaging well. She's spacing well with her ult. Nico's doing well. Both ADCs are kiting well. I'm really liking how everyone's playing this game. There's no real critiques.
Oh, they're gonna...
You can tell Luna Blackmoon plays a lot of set because her ults, you can tell she's spacing exactly correct to get behind them just a little bit to ulti them in the correct direction.
Woo! My goodness. Morgana almost lost her life right there.
Mm-hmm. Jared does have a 25 stack Magi, and he's at 4 items now, being 16-0. He's a massive target. If they can kill him one time, they get his giant bounty and reset his Magi's.
16-0. Wow.
But as you can see in these fights, he starts. Oh, Dina getting caught here is just terrible.
It's not good at all. Dina is a massive amount of damage. They have to bail out of there, flashing in and ulting in. Same thing, the counter ult from our Annie. Annie finding the kill onto Morgana, but will it be a Baron? Set pushing out that bottom lane. Looks like they're trying to decide what to do. Jared continuing to shove that middle lane. Vayne is going for the back. Looks like they're just going to reset and call it a day. Take their win, walk away. Take the win, walk away. Nico is there. Xayah is there as well now. No back coming out of Xayah. Set picking up T2 bottom tower. Set's going to have to back here right now because a collapse may be coming from Xayah. Going to make it in time. Pings are coming out for Baron. They are actively pinging Baron. Jazzy sending that snowball all the way down mid. Could be a bad pick. For whatever reason, they've pinged Xayah. Jazzy's going to have to make a play happen here.
He's got Dragon again.
3 players on their right-hand side and that top side river. Take a look at the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Take a look at this mini-map. Nico is there.
Oh, if he would have hit that Q.
Both Qs miss. The ultimate from Jazztastic comes out, but so does the Zonias from Nico. Nico takes a ton of damage. A double kill onto Lux. Say goodbye to Vayne, Kaisa, and Nico with a massive Lux ultimate and a Q to boot. Boys and girls, we are witnessing one hell of a game right here and right now.
Unfortunately, Jared is their most fed player on Team Min, and he was not able to get anything going in that fight. I think he threw in 1 spider and left.
It does beg the question, is he saving the ultimate, or is he saving the bounty too much?
Yeah, he might be playing a little bit too safe here. He didn't want to get involved in that fight at all. When there's like 3 low members. Ooh.
Wow, a massive flash to Otto and pick up the kill onto Morgana. That was a big team fight, Eric.
That was big.
Look at the gold differential right now. They're down.
They actually have
7
a lead
kills. They're down 7 kills, and they have the lead in gold.
They finally, because all those bounties, they gave up way too many bounties.
Nico may get caught out here. Whoa. Jessica is clearing blue. Meanwhile, the rest of their team is in Baron Pit.
Oh.
Big ult from Lux yet again. Dina showing why she is meant to play Lux. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Nico is there
really
as well.
Need to see more.
Oh, no. Nico may have been caught out. The ultimate from Set drops. Set is taking too much damage. Say goodbye to Nico. Vayne is still in this party and ready to get after it. Ultimate from Jazztastic is going to be negated and yet landed somehow all at the same time. The ult from Lux is going to miss, but Caitlyn ends up picking up a kill. They may go for this Baron here.
Jared is still playing a little bit too safe. He's the majority of their damage. He can nuke 1 person every fight, and he's just not doing it.
Protecting that bounty may cost them the game. Down now 5 kills. Down from 7, down now 5, and still has the lead in gold. Oh, boy.
I think Jared is going to be the key player here. If he can get a catch on either Dina or Janelle, then I think they can win the fights.
Oh, my goodness gracious. This could be a free dragon Kaisa better recognize who she's stepping up to. Although Lux doesn't have much mana, still. That is going to be Dragon number 3 for Team Whammons right now. Jessica kind of on a comeback right now.
Yeah, she's actually playing really well. She's had really good ults. And this is why I say if you don't know what you're doing, pick a champ with a really impactful ult. So Jessica's doing well. She's snowballing in the middle of them, getting a little bit of a stun, and then just ulting.
Seeing waves being cleared. Set continuing to push that top side. Nunu picking up her jungle. Backing to possibly purchase something worth a shit. Xayah is bottom lane by herself right now. This could be an opportunity to fight in the middle lane if Set shows up. Nunu is coming. Pings have been established on Xayah in the bottom lane. They know she's there. What will Team Whammon decide to do? It looks like they're rotating towards Baron right now. They know that they're clearing vision in the bottom side. Both Xayah and Morgana are backing. Pings are also being had by Team Men. They're going to pick up the Scuttle Crab here for free vision and movement speed. The Q is going to miss from Lux, but Jazztastic's going to decide, I'm not going to go in on this fight right now. We may see a massive fight here. Ooh. Set has got to get involved ASAP. Why is Set there? Nobody knows. Set is not moving at all. Set was not moving at all for the entirety of that time, just hiding in that bush up top. Q misses from Lux. Set is now involved and possibly ready to party. Annie's going to have to back because of her health being so incredibly low. Mid-wave being pushed, that may be enough to just reset, except the Q does land onto Nico. Jared is stepping up. Jared is going to have to probably sacrifice this shutdown gold in order to make a play happen. Nunu stepping up with the big snowball. Okay. What's going on? Nobody knows. Jared is going for a back here. Now canceling that B. Jazztastic has got to play careful here. Play very safe here. Q from Morgana's going to miss. Jared still sitting patiently in that bush. Backing. Goes Lux. If Lux is backing, everybody better get out of dodge.
Unfortunately, James, last time we saw Nico, she was using the passive well, but this game, I don't think we've seen Eric's roommate use Nico's passive one time. And I think that's the key to this game. If Nico can like disguise himself as like one of these casters right now, because he's 11-5, he could get to the backline easily through Kate and Lux. He could get right on top of them and just ulti them, because they would never expect him to be a minion.
It is very true. Team Whammon doing a great job of clearing vision out of their jungle. Blue team pinging.
My mic's been muted.
Pinging that Nunu's topside. Jared having to burn that Zhonya's early right there. I'm hoping
really
to see a very
game.
large Team Whammon fight here very soon.
Jessica is really performing very well on the Nunu.
I think we're going to see a big play from Jessica here very soon.
Uh-oh,
and this may be it right now. Q is going to miss, but she got scared of it. Ultimate from Kaisa comes out. Q lands onto Nico. Nico dodging it with the Zhonyas. The ultimate is also going to whiff from Nunu. Tons of damage being done. Going in is Morgana. Morgana is unstoppable. Zhonya's being popped. Set goes down. Nico goes down. Say goodbye to Annie. Say goodbye to Vayne. Say goodbye to Kaisa. Say goodbye to Xayah and Morgana. A huge turnaround. Is Jared protecting his gold bounty too much, Eric? Is he protecting it?
Yeah, he's playing a little bit too safe. Whenever you see Jared leave every fight with 80% or more HP, he's not doing enough in the fights. We need to see more out of Jared.
T2 tower is going to go down. They know he doesn't have Zhonya's. They're going to be able to step up and do a shit ton of damage to this tower early. And This could be a free dragon for Team Whammon. This is a big dragon right here, Eric. Looks like Elise and the entire men team is working their way towards this dragon right now. Lux is nearby. TP from Set is going topside. Vayne is going to answer the call. Nico, Elise, Set. Excuse me, not Set. Zaya working their way through. Oh my goodness. Flashing into the fight, but that's a very fed Vayne right now. There's a 12-7 Vayne. Elise nearby in this middle lane. Was that Soul? That was Soul Dragon for them, yeah? I think it was. We're witnessing possibly Team Men stepping up for a Baron here. Team Men are committing to the Baron right now. We could be witnessing the possibility of the end of the game right now. Jared, extremely confident in his Smite King ability. Blue team picks up the kill, but down goes Jared. Tons of damage being done. Nunu is going to go down. Excuse me, Jared is not dead yet. Nico is down. Say goodbye to Annie. Say goodbye to Vayne. Say goodbye to Kaisa. Stepping up goes Caitlyn. Caitlyn is doing so much damage from this backline and flashing in the Q. Say goodbye to Elise. Say goodbye to Morgana. The Baron Nashor is no more. Baron Nashor, no more. And they're going to slam it down mid and hopefully pick up this inhib for free. Death timers in the high 40s right now. My goodness. Set is pushing out this bottom lane. The Baron has been negated by an ace of a lifetime, and they're going to be able to clear for waves here for free. They've got a big wave working their way to them, and they may stay. The first one up is going to be Eric's roommate with 2 seconds remaining. Look at the damage they are doing to these towers right now. Can Eric's roommate step up and save the day? No, he can't. He's been deleted. Will they win it? They're going to win it. Oh, my goodness gracious. Team Whammon. Oh, my God. Wow. Z Mama. Team Whammon, step up and win it. Oh, my God. What just happened? What just happened? I'm in pure and utter shock. I'm in pure and utter shock right now. One of the greatest comebacks in Community Night history from an extremely down all Whammon team to a purely dominating, synergized, fighting team. They kited well. They positioned well. They ulted well. And they found picks when picks needed to be found. Wow. Team girl fucking power. My God. What a game. What a game. Let's pull in team captain, Team Whammon winner, Adina. Dina, welcome to the Casters booth. What an incredible win. How are we feeling, gal? Okay, good talk. What an incredible win. Let's have a chat with the unfortunate losing team captain, team captain Jared. Jared, how are we feeling?
I'm feeling great. You know? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I got such an incredible view from up here in the Casters booth. How did that game shift from you guys dominating the scene to what inevitably ended up happening there?
They had a Caitlyn, so it's just, it's unfortunate.
Unfortunate indeed, Jared. Unfortunate indeed. Listen, you played one hell of an Elise game. 18, 1, and 12. A ton of damage. As a matter of fact, second most damage behind your Vayne. How, if at all, do you think that you could have improved your playstyle in that last game?
Honestly, we could have had Adina go jungle again, and that would have probably helped out a lot. But no, she's got to go into a lane and not make the game that fair. But it's fine.
I can feel a little bit of salt there, but I completely understand. Jared, do you have anything that you'd like to say to the people before we get you out of here?
It was a great game, everybody. But Happy New Year to everybody.
Happy New Year, Jared. GG's.
GG's.
Last game of the night, Girl Power ended up picking up a W. What an incredible game to witness all the way across the board. GG's. GG's. I'm glad that you guys are here, and I'm glad that you guys are enjoying the community nights. I'm a very big fan. What an incredible way to go out, and what an incredible way to bring in the new year with the community games, with the popping off, with the incredible times to be had. I'm a big fan. I hope you are as well. I love you.